I got some bad news for everybody. I predicted this. I don't know what stream it was. It was a long time ago, probably around the time that they announced it. I had said there was one thing I was worried about when it came to this game, and it's the fact that Skate 1, 2, and 3 came out in a different era. That was the old EA, back when they used to make Fight Night. They used to make quality products back then. And it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, my fear might be coming true. Because according to Insider Gaming, EA adds microtransactions to Skate's closed alpha. I didn't try to damper on anybody's excitement, but I did preach. I was like, hey, you know, I know people are excited to see Skate's finally back, but it's a little bit of a red flag. It's going free to play, because if there's one thing we know, EA likes to make money. So what's that business model look like? And the game is nowhere near done, and they're already starting to show us. EA has officially added microtransactions to Skate's latest alpha. In an update message sent out to players, EA teased an epic gameplay update. What? Gameplay update? You mean a business update? What up, Tony? Along with other exciting updates to the game. One of those updates from the developer Full Circle is the addition of microtransactions to the closed alpha test. This, according to a message sent to players that has been provided to Insider Gaming. Known as Sanvan Bucks, so they also will have V-Bucks. They'll have SV Bucks. Instead of V-Bucks, they'll call it SV Bucks. This in-game currency allows players to buy various cosmetic items. According to Full Circle, this is being added to make sure players have a positive experience when purchasing items from the Skate store. Did I read that correctly? This is being added to make sure players have a positive experience when purchasing items from the Skate. What? If the game is not out, it's not even in beta. It's an alpha, meaning they got like a level done, maybe a skater or two, 3 tricks, and the server's on. The textures don't even load. Half the city don't load. There's probably no NPCs, no soundtrack, no voice acting. This is a fake game. And you mean to tell me you put microtransactions in the game that's not complete to give players a positive experience? Ladies and gentlemen, that's gaslighting. If you want to know what that is, that's gaslighting. They go on to say, to ensure we achieve these goals at early access, we have enabled the option to purchase and use virtual currency, Sanvan Bucks, in our ongoing closed alpha playtest. The message to players reads, your feedback will be greatly appreciated in providing a great experience at early access launch. Translation, we're going to put it in slow. So what they're going to do is they're just going to put a bunch of items on the store, probably price them all over the place and see what you're willing to pay for. And whoever's in this alpha test, because I know it's not a lot of people, I'm going to advise you not to buy anything. If anybody's in the chat, if anybody on one of my YouTube channels who sees this video later, anybody on social media who might see this posted, if you are in the alpha test, I'm going to advise you to buy nothing. That's the feedback. Buy fucking nothing, because they're going to see they have no sales and they're going to realize, oh, we better price this correctly when the full game comes out, or we might, because if they come out and they charge $25 for a generic red t-shirt, they're going to say, oh, we should make that the basic price point. The blue will be 30. And then what's going to happen is, right, they're going to put the prices all over the place, and they're going to figure out what's the maximum you're willing to pay for. Because then what's going to happen is, if this game finds success, a year or two down the road, they're going to adjust for inflation, which is bullshit, because these are digital items. Don't fall for it. Due to inflation, we're going to have to add an extra $5 onto this blue shirt with a white stripe. What the fuck are you talking about, bruh? Because the game is still in a playtesting state, it's mentioned that the account progress might be reset at times and will be fully reset. All right. Yo, this is why people hate you, EA. I'm glad I kept reading this article. So not only are they putting microtransactions in the alpha playtest to give you a better experience, your items are not going to carry over. They're robbing you. They're robbing you for a yellow t-shirt. Y'all better not buy this shit if you're in the goddamn early access. Should you spend any money on the Sandvan internal items, any purchases you make will be converted back to Sandvan bucks and be available again at the start of early access. Oh, thank God. So if you buy stuff, they're going to give you credit. They're going to give you store credit. What's the point of this? Just don't put it in the fucking game. To make sure you get them, though, you have to use the same EA account for both playtesting and early access. Don't use a different email, guys. EA Skate is scheduled to release sometime in 2025. When it does, the game will be free to play on PC and console. The game is also expected to come to mobile. I hope whoever gets into this alpha posts a screenshot, allegedly, of what that store looks like. I want to see how much these items cost, because I predict that this is going to be expensive. And the reason being is, like I said, this is going to be a free-to-play game. And if there's one thing we know about EA, is they like to make money. So I predict a lot of stuff is probably going to be 10 plus bucks. 10 bucks for a pair of shoes, 20 for a beanie, 40 for some glasses. You look up, you spent 150 on some fucking a whole fit. You look at your bank statement, you spent more on your digital fit than the fit you're wearing in real life. In real life, you're wearing a fucking Jeff the Land Shark onesie with three-day-old drawers that smell like shit. But in the game, you dripped out. You can't afford a new outfit now. $35. Yeah, and you know they're gonna have bundles. They're gonna try to emotionally manipulate you by making a t-shirt cost 1,800 coins, but they only sell coins in 2,000 packs. So you gotta buy the 2,000 pack, that or buy the 200 pack. I guess I gotta get the 2,000. They're gonna make you spend more money, bro. And then you have 200 coins, digital coins left over to spend on nothing. We've seen this show before. So unfortunately, because they're slipping in the tip really early, to me this is potential, could be bad. This could be potentially be bad. I'm not saying it will be. I will say this is a yellow flag. They're trying to slowly put the tip in, and I'm telling you, you need to tell EA no means no. Don't buy anything, because that's gonna excite them. No means no. Orange flag. If you want to say orange, yellow, orange, they are testing you. And I swear I warn people against this shit and they don't listen. Next thing you know, the full game comes out and nobody's having fun because it costs too much money. How about y'all tell, is this shit gonna have a story? What features are gonna be online? Talk about the fucking game. We haven't seen anything in the game besides you niggas do a kickflip off a half loaded level. These niggas playing this game on potato mode. Oh yeah, and that shit gonna have a battle pass. You're right, it's gonna have a battle pass. This is not FIFA or Madden. I want to know who's paying this much for skateboarding. We'll see, though. You've been warned. You have been warned. To whoever has access to the playtest, just making people aware they're trying the bullshit already. In other EA news, the Battlefield devs are not happy. Battlefield developer reacts to the game leaks. He says, I'm not okay with the leak. I'm not okay with the leaks. The first Battlefield Labs test took place recently for BF6, and while participants were prohibited from sharing footage publicly, that's exactly what happened, because y'all can't have nothing nice. Lots of footage was uploaded online. Battlefield lead producer David Serlin has now reacted to this, saying he is not okay with the leaks. I'm not okay with the leaks, but they will be dealt with accordingly as well, Serlin said on social media when he asked his thoughts. So yesterday when I was talking about this on stream, if you're wondering why I didn't show any of the footage, this is why. I don't know why y'all be leaking shit. And let me tell y'all something. I've gotten early access to EA games. Matter of fact, I tell you, I remember we got early access to Anthem. They flew us out to the studios, right? They made us sign NDAs before we got to play test the game. I remember them sitting us down in a room and telling us we got some of the best lawyers in the world. That's what EA told us. You said, you try to leak our shit, we'll find you. So like, that's the reason I be trying to tell you, like, yo, it's really cool that, you know, these companies are giving people early access so they can get feedback and try to build a better product. But you got to respect the fact they gave you early access. If they said, don't show the footage, don't show the footage. These niggas are lawyered the fuck up and they will get you. So just stop. Especially because you don't gain anything from it. I can't stress this enough. I've never seen anybody blow up in the content creator space because they leak shit. You know what I have seen? People get taken the fuck out because of it. You gain nothing from it, so just play it. Hop on Reddit, the Discord, give the developer some feedback, and go about your day. There you go. You good. I hereby officially declare that I am not okay with the leaks. I am not okay with the leaks. EA waiting to sue. Don't try them. They need that money. Nah, EA don't need that money. EA had 4 of the top 10 games of last year. EA is not hurting for cash. Don't get that twisted. Y'all showed up in droves to buy Madden, college football, FIFA, and the MVP bundle, which is a bundle of college football and Madden. EA is not hurting for cash. 4 of the top 10 games of 2024 were EA games, best selling. So no, they don't need your cash, nigga. They want it. The person that leaked BL3 Supermodel, never heard from him again. I don't even know who that is. That must be true. He said, who is y'all? Y'all know who y'all are. If it don't apply, let it fly. It's not about the money. It's about sending a message. Pretty much, stop fucking with us. You can never fuck with us. They have the power. I got some news on Assassin's Creed. I don't really care about this shit. The Hideout. I'm just trying to play the story and assassinate motherfuckers, but it's a slow news day. It's an in-depth article, so I thought I'd entertain it, you know. What's the chances we're ever getting another Jack and Dexter? Nevuary. Naughty Dog is working on that new space game, the Space Heretic or whatever that shit is. It's slim to none. Assassin's Creed Shadows deep dive into the Hideout. Yeah, we know. All right, the Hideout is set in a secluded valley tucked away in the Izumi Setsu province, surrounded by steep hills on all sides and accessible only through a narrow path in the rocks. Its location is either unknown or has been forgotten by most, making it an ideal staging ground and a base of operations for you. Early in the story, you will be acquainted with its caretaker, Miss Tomiko, a friend and an ally. Resourceful and hardworking, Tomiko has done her best to keep things running, and now with Naue and Yasuke's help, and with a cornucopia of resources, they'll smuggle back during their adventures. Their secret valley can finally become the coolest, most intricate hideout in the history of the Brotherhood. So you're building your own little hideout in the game. You get an acre of land. With some infrastructure already in place, Tomiko's Valley offers a little over 1 acre of fully customizable land in which players are able to place buildings, pavilions, pathways, bushes, trees, ponds, mossy rocks, local flora and fauna, and countless other Japanese cosmetic items. Yeah, cornucopia. This is like Valhalla. I didn't know Valhalla had it because I wasn't in it. I didn't beat that game. We really want players to make the hideout their own, says Danny. Throughout your adventure, most of the content for customization keeps unlocking as you progress, so your customization options will truly reflect your journey. The building tools are simple enough for everyone to draw up a quick and easy layout, but there's enough depth to sink in hours into crafting your vision. So let me ask you, because you said it was in Valhalla, was it fun? Like, was there any benefit to building this in Valhalla? I need 40 acres and a mill? Nah, facts. The hideout will be available for players upon completing the prologue and meeting Tomiko, and will then become crucial to your journey across Japan. It will be a place to meet and interact with allies, show off your rewards, and support your progress. Building your hideout will not only make the most of your creativity, each building and upgrade will also have a direct impact on gameplay. Oh, it says it will. All right, let's keep reading along. You talk about the state of emergency announced today. State of emergency? What are you talking about? Just gives you side missions and discounts on items. Were those side missions worth doing? To adding new buildings and pavilions to their hideout, players will need to gather 3 different resources that can be...
It's funny that you have the time to reach in your wallet, enter your credit card info, and then donate all those subs. But when I ask you to let me FaceTime Sonic from your phone, then it's a problem.
Yo, appreciate the 10 gifted subs, but you know what I don't like? I do like the 10 gifted subs, but I don't like when people gift subs anonymously. Let me shout you out, nigga. Now somebody from the line of chat. It was me. Man, if y'all don't quit hiding in the chat and shit. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'm just fucking with you. Each new building or upgrade has a set cost of these resources, as well as a cost in in-game currency. What up, Modern Kari? As highlighted in the exploration article, players will find small resource bundles that can be directly looted in the open world, as well as large resource stockpiles that can be tagged for their scouts to smuggle out the course of the season. Real G's move in silence. Yeah, like lasagna. Yeah, we know. Oh, I didn't realize there's footage. Hold up. So this is what it'll look like. Shout out to Mr. Flex a lot.
Unsub from Poison Ivy's OnlyFans before Selena sees this month's bank statements.
Is this Ubisoft's last straw? Probably, between this and Rainbow. 720 PS footage. Let me find out niggas no longer want clout. Yeah, let me find out nature is healing. Yeah, if you go through some quest lines, you get some of the best items, so it is worth checking it out. Trump announced a state of emergency due to Canada enacting higher tariffs in their... yeah, I saw that shit. Fucking, Canada backed off the electricity tariffs. I'm not gonna lie, this news cycle is like, it's like you wake up, one thing happens, then 10 minutes later, something else happens. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and the Dow dropped, but they backed up off the tariffs. But I mean, tomorrow's another day for more fuckery. I'm so over it. This has been the longest 7 weeks. Shout out to Fallout Wolf.
To the idea of Shadow having a BBC.
You said they pussy? Nah, I'm not gonna say that. You know, Canada is one of our biggest traders. We have no reason, not you buying into the propaganda. We have no reason to, I wish they didn't back down. We have no reason to be beefing with them. What are you talking about, they pussy? What's the first place niggas talking about they going when they talk about a giraffe? I'm not giraffe, a draft, a conscript. I'm going to Canada. Matter of fact, the Cheeto in chief, he dodged the draft like twice and went to Canada. Well, he didn't go to Canada. He just dodged the fucking draft. Yeah, right. They did nothing wrong. Like, not y'all buying to the fucking propaganda. Like, since when do we have beef with Canada? What time are we? What are y'all on? Me hit my giraffe. I blame Kendrick. Is Drake's fault? I never heard nobody talk about Greenland before this nigga, bro. Niggas don't even know where Greenland is on the map. We have no reason for it, but if they might as well go through it, it's because Trump will stay on this bullshit. That's what I said. I already told Ethos. I was like, man, if they cut the lights off, because they said they were talking about cutting them off in Detroit. No, in certain parts of Michigan, Minnesota, and I think New York. I said, if they cut them off, man, Ethos, you're going to have to suffer, bro. Exploring. Yeah, I'm tired of looking at this game too. I'm ready to play it. So a bunch of shit all over the screen like every other Ubisoft game. Nah, facts, Neji, facts. Camden will still have electricity. Camden don't got no electricity. Cut it out. I already read this part. Customization basics. Various decorative items can be attained as rewards for completing quests, contracts, or activities. Other elements can be purchased in local merchants. This man said Camden still got electricity. No, y'all don't. Directly looted while skulking the halls of enemy territory. There's also a wide range of animals you can bring to your hideout. Oh, really? Said Michigan? Damn, I'm fucked. Yes, yes. Guys, do me a favor, man. I'm so tired of... I know it's hard because like people got jobs and school and responsibility. So it's like impossible to keep up with like everything in the news because this news cycle is really fast. So I'm not going to fault you for not knowing everything. But I'm not going to lie. A lot of y'all come in here and don't be knowing anything. Please download Google News and just turn on notifications, guys. Like just at least try. You know, the crazy part is you don't even need to read the news anymore. Most of these news apps, it reads the news for you. Like they usually have AI. You can hit the audio button and you can just listen to the news if you want to. At least read a headline or something, man.
Good view from here.
Especially because I know a lot of my audience is on the East Coast. A lot of my audience is in New York. Like you might want to keep up. You said that's what I do, LOL. Who wants a crane? This should look crispy. Niggas who don't know what's going on scared. That shit does scare me. I'm like, yo, what? That's a crazy way to live. This map seemed as big as Odyssey. They said it wasn't. They said it wasn't. At least watch Philip DePranco if you can't read. What you mean you can't read? Exterior elements, that is objects that can only be placed out. It's, you know why it's important? No, I'll encourage to read. I mean, I guess video is better than nothing, but reading is better just because usually you can find sites that are some sites are biased, but you can find some that aren't. So then you can read and form your own thought process, right? The problem with a lot of videos is like a lot of people inject their opinions into it. It's more prevalent in video, I think. And then also you have to depend. It also depends on who you listen to, because some people they look at a fact as your opinion. Like, so you got to be careful who you listen to. Like, be informed. Just be informed. Just be informed, y'all. I know the majority of my audience is between 24 and 34. Y'all are too old to be walking around uninformed. Reading also helps develop critical thinking. Ding, 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 ding. Are organized in subcategories like paths, light sources, fences, and more. Each object or building comes with a specific tile footprint, which can be placed and rotated elsewhere on the grid as long as the tiles are free. There's many cosmetics to find, from humble garden rocks to large and complex set pieces. But how does this give you missions, though? You like Frag Punk? I am enjoying it. I am enjoying it. Like, how does this give me missions? Most people write news like pure data. It's always easy to pick up the bias and any other bullshit. We gotta bring it back. We gotta bring the critical thinking. Like, somebody sent me a message on Instagram today. Well, not today, the other day. I just saw it today because I don't really look at my Instagram messages. But the other day I posted on my IG story, I was in the store and eggs was $20. And I just posted a picture of it with YG's Fuck Donald Trump song, right? And somebody replied to it and he was like, come on, TBH. He's like, I used to look up to you. He's like, I thought you were better than this. Not you falling for the bullshit. He's like, I know you smarter than that. So then I looked at his, it didn't make me mad, but I looked at his profile and his bio said, that he's humble, but he's God's favorite and he's humble or something like that. And I'm like, that's a contradiction. I was tempted to respond to him. I'm like, nigga, you're an idiot. I'm not listening to anything you have to say about what's going on in the world.
Nigga in the chat for research.
How you claim to be cocky and humble at the same time? I'm like, that's a contradiction. What are you talking about? And then it was like pictures of him flexing Lambos and shit like that. And I said, I can just tell, you can tell from somebody's Instagram what type of person they are. I'm like, yeah, you one of them niggas, bro. You one of them capitalist niggas. You've really bought into this. If I have more money than everybody else, then I'll be okay type shit. Like, no, you still a nigga in a coupe. Yo, shout out to Grizz with the sub. Appreciate it. How you gonna fall for that? Nigga, I took the picture. Yeah, the red pill bros. It's always disappointing to see that when it's a black person, though. Yo, shout out to Straw Hat with the sub. But I was like, that bio told me everything I needed to know. I'm like, your bio is literally a contradiction, bro. You not the brightest bulb. My local crackhead keeps me updated on the news. All right, buddy. Hey, man, $5. I'll tell you anything you need to know. Pretend Christians, pretend. Like, I don't think that's what God wants you to promote. I mean, you get the idea of it. I'm not using none of it. I take that back. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna use it. Maybe I'll try it, and if I'm entertained, I'll stick with it. Because y'all are saying that it might lead to some stuff, but I don't know. I'm reading this shit's kind of boring. Barbers in construction will start making over 50K a year and acting like straight assholes. Yeah, motherfuckers move up one tax bracket, don't know how to act. Pretend Muslims too. All the hate this game got was unnecessary, very unnecessary. Does anybody care about Dead by Daylight? Tokyo Ghoul, they're doing a collaboration. Anybody? I didn't know people were still playing it, but this might be exciting to somebody. He said, we know you're not trying that. Yeah, I'm not trying to be no bodybuilder, bro. Yeah? Little Tokyo Ghoul? Oh, I just learned in San Jose some cops can get paid $200K. That's some bullshit. Well, it's because of the cost of living. Same thing with like teachers in California tend to make more too, but you have to adjust it to the cost of living, right? 100K in California is not a lot, and 200K in California, depending on when you are, that's not a lot either. So it's just adjusted for state cost. That's all it is. But to somebody who lives maybe in Mississippi, it sounds like a lot of money. It's not, because also, you know, rent is higher. But TBH, I see you. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. You see what? The fact that I'm streaming? What the likes looking like over here? Warmonger and weirdos? Nah, facts. That dude that's talking about that shit is a Canada pussy. Like, what? We got 344 viewers, 142 likes. We've had a total of 700 viewers. We should have at least 500 likes. Hit the fucking like button, guys. Hit the like button. Always found it weird that there are different prices in different states. Why would you find that weird? It's basic economics. Supply and demand, right? So the more people there are in one place that want something, it drives up the price of something. Nobody lives in Mississippi, so the housing market is much cheaper because nobody wants a house in fucking Mississippi. Because whether you buy a new house or an old one, they're both going to look like trap houses. So it's just cheaper. It's the same thing. You go to California, New York, a lot of people want to live there. Chicago, a lot of people want to live there. So it's going to drive the price up. It's basic economics. Guy, what are y'all learning in school? Like, what are y'all learning? That's why I always argue. I'm like, who told Americans everybody got to live in LA, New York, Chicago? If we just start spreading out, it's like some of you niggas need to go to Boise, Idaho or something. It'll drive the price down and shit. It's just too many people. Yeah, landing in Montana is cheap. Yeah, the only problem is you got to race horses and shit. You still take anime recommendations? I haven't been watching any anime. I am caught up on Invincible, so I'm looking forward to the season finale on Thursday. And I think I'm gonna start Daredevil at some time this week. I was born there, shaking my head. You was born in Montana? When you was born, did you have to race a horse? Let me know. I keep hearing about solo leveling. What is that about? What is that about? I'm about to look up a trailer. I've seen like 3 different creators talking about that. Solo leveling. Is that dubbed? English dub. It came out a year ago? Dub trailer.
More than a decade ago, a series of pathways appeared connecting our world to another dimension. These gates left us vulnerable to horrors previously beyond our imagining. Some awakened their battle abilities to combat the threat. They are known as hunters.
I don't think they teach basic economics in school anymore. Who in the chat is young? Is that true? That actually is sad if that is. But then also, I'm not going to lie, that kind of falls on your parents too. Because like if I had kids, I would teach them basic economics. Like you don't need to know advanced stuff, but you do need to know the concept of like supply and demand. That actually sucks to hear. I would say take the time. If school didn't teach you, take the time, go on YouTube and learn like economics 101. I'm pretty sure you can find YouTube videos about it. You got to learn that type of shit, bro. Because I just gave you the basics of supply and demand. Then you have another element of economics, what I call the human element. This is not what scholars would call it, but I call it the human element. Something called price gouging, where, you know, there's a high demand for something. So then they'll mark up the price. But then instead of marking up the natural price of what it should be an extra maybe 5-10%, they do 20 because yo ass don't know any better. And this is why regulation is important. Because when you put legislation into law that regulates what these corporations can and cannot do, this is one of the things Kamala wanted to do. She wanted to stop a lot of the price gouging. I think on groceries, she wanted to stop it, or was it housing? It was one of the two. It helps stop that shit. But a lot of what the right does is they try to deregulate, which, you know, it just allows the billionaires to get richer. Anyways, yeah, look that stuff up. What up, Siggy? What you playing tonight? I'm playing Split Fiction. I'm playing Split Fiction. I might hop on Monster Hunter. This woman told me she was taking a nap, but I haven't gotten a message back from her, so I might hop on Monster Hunter until she's ready, or Frag Punk if you want to play. I was taught that, and I graduated in 2008. Yeah, but that was 6 years ago, nigga. That was a long time ago. You old. I hate to break it to you. You niggas that always talk about fucking 2016 XXL freshman list. That was almost 10 years ago. You know that, right?
Nice to
Come on over here. You old too.
Him? Hunter of all men.
Yeah, I seen the new Storm outfit.
Because you're too stubborn to quit.
It's my fault for being so weak. I'm the only one in my family who can work, and I need the money. I'll go.
Ginu, that stone statue, I think it was looking at us.
Get down now!
Said we ain't like you, Unc. That shit don't work on me, Chad. I told you, we been over this, man. Let me tell you, let me put y'all on this a game. Calling somebody old only works on them if they are insecure in who they are. If somebody did what they were supposed to do in life, like when you call me old, I'd be like, that shit is a blessing. My life is great. I would not switch my life with you niggas, but I bet you a lot of you would switch your life with me. I bet you take an extra 5 years. Like that shit only work on niggas who are unemployed. Like, oh, shit. All right, let me lock it. Hold on.
I'm gonna die. No, not yet. Oh, survive, whatever the cost. I've done everything I could to make it this far. If I have another chance...
Hunter Sonic, tell me, did you have a second awakening?
Pointy ass chins.
Second awakening?
This show is aura farming trash. Best episode is episode 1. Really? They just be aura farming? They just be standing there looking cool?
It's just me.
I did. I'm gonna get to it, Darth.
You need to take better care of yourself. I'm worried about you.
To advance or to retreat. Either way.
It doesn't look like trash.
It's ready. I've done everything I need to do. I'm going up against the boss without my party to back me up, but I have to do this.
Like the action and the animation looks cool. I just can't tell what it's about. Maybe it's because I'm getting older, but I'm slowly losing interest in anime. I haven't lost interest in anime. It's more so, but I haven't watched a lot recently. It's more of like a timing thing for me. That might be the same with you too. It's just not enough time in the day. And then as you get older, you get more tired. So then like you might have the time finally. And on your day off, all you want to do is fucking sleep. We was talking about that the other day. Like, I think it was me and Ethos, like before the podcast this weekend. We was fucking 23, 24. You staying up till 3 a.m. playing a game was nothing, bruh. Stay up till 3 a.m. playing a game, get up at fucking 7 and do it again, bitch. Man, I ain't gonna lie. If I stay up at 3, I know my day is fucked. I know I'm not doing anything the next day. Like, so like if some of it might just be like you're out of energy. Like it's a thing. You do get older. Just do the 3 episode rule with Solo 11. Nah, facts. I struggle to stay up to 11 now. Same facts. That's what I like even like with gaming now. I play games in my bed more now than ever. I be with my fucking my little Bluetooth controller streaming the game to my phone, bro. I don't be wanting to sit up half the day of time, bro. Shit is fucking annoying. But yeah, I did get the trailer. So like there's the first trailer for Stan Lee, the final chapter, a documentary about how Stan Lee was exploited by his former business partners for financial gain. The doc was made by John Bolajak, who worked closely with Stan Lee during the last 4 years of his life. So there's a documentary being worked on, I guess, talking about how one of the biggest creators, you know, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, but this one's about Stan Lee, was being finessed later in his life. This shit sound crazy. Taking advantage of old people is nasty work, chat.
My name is John Bolajak, and for the last 4 years of Stan Lee's life, I was his assistant, his confidant, but most importantly, his friend. I traveled the world with him, witnessing firsthand the incredible highs of his legendary career, but also the heartbreaking lows. Stan spent his final years enduring mistreatment, manipulation, and betrayal at the hands of a few very bad actors.
Is there any way to get us out of that San Francisco thing? Or do you feel we gotta do it?
Gotta do it.
At the time,
so why he just now dropped this? Maybe he just got it together. It might be like his first documentary. I don't understand what point you're trying to make. I don't understand the point you're trying to make.
I didn't have the power to stop it, but I did have a camera and I filmed everything.
Whoa, watch out! Sorry.
Now I'm asking for your...
Yeah, like when you, like, because in his defense, like he's making some crazy accusations. Like this is one of the most influential people of the 20th and 21st century. And he's like, you have to keep in mind, he's going against Disney. Because I mean, Marvel is owned by Disney. And you remember during peak MCU, Stan Lee was in all the movies. And then you don't know what he was doing besides that. I know he was appearing in video games too. He's probably doing tours, talking at conventions and stuff like that. And he probably worked alongside him and was documenting a lot of stuff. So it's like, yeah, if you're gonna go against Disney, you're gonna have to have an airtight case, right? So it's like, yeah, well, why do it now? It's like, yeah, you can't be victim blamed. You jump straight to it. That was kind of crazy.
For help to finish the film and finally get justice for Stan. This documentary includes firsthand accounts from key witnesses, including comic book legends like Rob Liefeld and Roy Thomas, as well as many others who saw the chaos and unethical acts. This isn't speculation, it's all on camera. Undeniable.
This is old Stan Lee coming at you. No, you're not old.
What does it do for Stan Lee? Well, maybe it's not necessarily about him and his family. Maybe he's looking to shine a light on the darker side of the comic book industry and making people aware, because a lot of the most legendary writers are older. Maybe he's trying to make people aware of like, hey, we need to do better in terms of how we treat our creators. Maybe it's not necessarily just for Stan. There's a million different reasons why. Yeah, also expose the losers, right? So people don't work with them.
Irrefutable.
I thought I was finished, but apparently I'm
Also
not.
COVID, true.
No ambiguity. With your help, we can finish the film, expose the truth, and give Stan the justice he deserves.
Well, there's your answer why now he doesn't have the money to finish it. Because I would imagine he has behind the scenes footage, but getting together all the people that he's met over the years, flying people out for interviews or flying to them, that stuff costs money. And I'd imagine he's probably not rich. So there's your answer right there. He needs help. See, he gave you the answer. Yeah, y'all be ready to like. I think the better question is like, yo, what's going on? Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's like top tier elderly abuse. I'd be curious to see how this turns out. Spreading awareness is the first step. Yeah. That's like somebody hitting your grandma upside the head with a piece of glass. 3 months pass. She may have healed, but you're like, yo. And then somebody comes up to you and you're going around telling people in the neighborhood, don't fuck with this person. And you're like, nah, don't. Nah, it's too late. What's the point even telling? That was 3 months ago. Like, nah, like, what are you talking about? Like, it's just to expose bad people. They basically drag the old senile man around and forcing him to take pictures. Yeah, that's what it looks like, unfortunately. And then he was probably easy to take advantage of because he was probably senile and now not 100% there and tired. But I wouldn't put it behind Disney, but it's like going against the animation mafia. Yeah. We'll see how that plays out. That's interesting. We're going to keep an eye on that one. Oh, before I go into the sub box, somebody sent me this. We got some PS4 slander on a more lighthearted note because that was kind of dark. Here's some PS4 slander, guys.
Oh, God. No. Why are you even plugged in? Hey, Peter, I thought I heard a Hellcat. Oh, my goodness! Joe! Get back outside! What is that thing? It's just a PS4.
That poor Xbox.
There's only one ideology.
Shout out to Goblin King with the sub.
And that's Sonic's BBC.
Oh, God. Why are you even plugged in?
Somebody farted. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too